Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well and welcome back to World of Tanks. And yes, we are doing a garage review of this thing, the Tier 6 light tank, the t50-2. Let me just see how we got this, because I kind of forgot how. Oh, so I guess years ago or whenever the players got it. Anyone that has been playing the game for 4 or more years or had a service record of that length received the t50-2 as a well-deserved rewards tank many years ago. So actually. And unfortunately, this tank is not available anymore, from what I know. But I searched up t50-2 on my channel, and I realized that I didn't do a video of this thing since July 24th of last year. So let's do a garage review of this thing, even though this tank is not available anymore, which is unfortunate because it's so much fun to play if you set it up properly. Well, not properly, if you set it up in a way. It is so much fun to play. We'll compare it to the MT-25. This is the regular Tier 6 Russian light tank. The T50-2, like always, no field modifications, no crew skills, nothing, just no camo, nothing, just a plain tank. Same with the MT-25. The T50-2, 650 hit points. That's 10 less than the MT-25. If I want to compare it to the Type 64, 650 as well. So 650 health is fine. The hull armor, well, it's a light tank. 37 millimeters at the front, 37 millimeters at the sides, 37 millimeters at the rear. The turret is 52 at the front, 52 at the sides, 52 at the rear. Yeah, this thing will get penetrated extremely easily if you can hit it. The MT-25, 45 at the front, 40 at the sides, 40 at the rear, 45 at the front of the turret, 40 at the sides, 40 at the rear. The suspension repair time for both tanks is 12.03 seconds. The T50 is kind of light. It weighs 16 tons empty and has a load limit of 18. The MT-25 weighs 60, I mean not 60, that'd be heavy, 26.12 tons and has a load limit of 28. It has a decent engine, not amazing, but not a bad engine. 550 horsepower on the T52 and 740 on the MT-25, which is good. The specific power on the T52 is 34.38 and 28.33 on the MT-25. The T52 is very fast, 65 kilometers per hour with a reverse speed of 23, which is very good. The MT-25, 62 kilometers per hour, which is still fast, but on the slower side of light tanks, with a very good reverse speed of 23. The traverse speed for both tanks is fantastic, 50 degrees per second. That is really fast turning. Stationary vehicle concealment rating for the T52, 15.16/4.03. For the MT-25, 16.07/3.97. For the moving vehicle concealment rating. So I guess how well camouflaged is this tank on the move. The T50-2, 15.16/4.03, and the MT-25, 16.07/3.97. So I don't know what this means after this slash, but the MT-25 does have a better concealment rating than the T50-2, and that's fine because this thing is slower, so it's more like a passive scout. If you set the T52 up properly, it's an active scout, in my opinion at least. The view range is pretty good, 370 meters on the t50-2 and 360 meters on the MT25. This signal range is not bad. I know that's pretty good signal range. I'm guessing 730 meters on the t52 and a very good 761 meters on the MT25. Very good. Well, I'm just guessing by saying that. The gun traverse speed on the t50-2 is absolutely fantastic, 54 degrees per second. That turret turns so fast. And on the MT25, it is also a fantastic, but not as good, 50 degrees per second. The gun depression on the t50-2 is kind of bad, but not horrible, 7 degrees. And the MT25 has a very bad 5 degrees of gun depression. They both have a gun elevation of 25, which I don't know much about gun elevation, but this seems pretty good. What gun does this thing get? Well, it gets a pretty good gun. And remember, this, if you guys played the game so many years ago, which I didn't, or maybe I just started to, this thing was a tier 5 Russian light tank back in the day, and it was much faster, and it was a lot of fun to play as well. But let's look at the gun. It's a rewards tank, so it only gets one gun, and it's a pretty good gun, the 57mm ZIS-4T. Let's compare it to the MT25's gun. Where is it? Here it is. Well, the MT25 has two guns, but the gun I would use would be the 57mm ZIS-4M. The penetration on the t52 is, well, what I'm going to do is quickly compare them and then look at the t52's gun in more detail. The penetration is 6mm better on the t52, same damage, same rate of fire, worse accuracy on the t52, and a better aiming time on the t52. So now let's compare, now let's just look at the gun itself on the t50-2. The penetration is 118mm, which is alright. The damage is 85, which is very, very low. The rate of fire is 20 rounds per minute. That is incredibly fast firing. That is so good. The accuracy is not good, but not diabolically bad. Not horrible either. 0.38. That is not good, but not horrible. And the aiming time is very, very good at 1.8 seconds. So this is a very fast firing gun. And this gun compares well, besides the MT25, to the tier 5 Russian medium tank, the T-34's 57mm ZIS-4. As you can see, faster firing on the T-34, better accuracy, worse aiming time, but everything else is the same. So this is a very good gun on the T52, and it works quite well. Equipment, well, I set my T52 up in a way that it might not be the most effective, but for me it's the most fun. And what I did is I put a turbo charger on it, I put improved rotation mechanism class 2, and binocular telescopes. And what this does, well, I guess if I look at the consumables, I also have excellent field, which is, 20,000 credits every game, so I won't be using that every game, but most games. So what this does is allows this thing to get up to a top speed of 71 kilometers per hour, a specific power of 38.59, and an engine power of 631 with a traverse speed of 56 degrees per second and a gun traverse speed of 65 degrees per second. And for me, this is how the T50-2 is the most fun, because this gets it close to how it was back in the day. Is there a way that I could set this thing up to make it more effective? Yeah, probably. Gun rammer? No, you kidding me? This thing reloads so incredibly fast. Anyway, why would you put a gun rammer on this thing? Enhanced gunlight drive? No. Well, it really depends how you're going to play this thing. If you're going to play it as a passive scout, camo, binocular telescopes, and improved ventilation, probably. But if you're going to play it as an active scout, I would go with what I have right here. Turbo improved rotation mechanism and binocular telescopes, or coated optics if you want to play this thing as an active scout. But as far as equipment that wouldn't be bad on this thing, well, additional grousers wouldn't be horrible, but you only have 3 slots. If I had a 4 slot, I would put additional grousers on this thing, definitely, because yeah, it would just make this thing even better. Camo is not a bad idea, but I guess it depends how you play it. Enhanced gunline drive, no. Gun rammer, no. Ventilation, always a good idea on any tank. Improved aiming, not necessary, but it could come in useful. Improved hardening, maybe improved hardening, but again, like I said, you have 3 equipment slots, so you pick. But this is the most fun for me. Turbo, improved rotation mechanism, and binocular telescopes. And I've been playing the t50-2 this morning, and I've been having a lot of fun. One game I got, one game was, I believe, a tier 6 game on highway. I ended the game with 5 kills and we won, and I survived, which was the best game I've ever played in the t50-2. Oh, as far as crew skills, well, on the commander, I have repairs, camo, and for the bonus perks, I have situational awareness. For the gunner, I have camo and snapshot. For the driver, I have camo and repairs. And for the loader, I have camo and repairs. It's a light tank, so camo is not a bad idea. It's especially a really good idea on this thing if you're going to play it as a passive scout. Then I highly recommend camo. If you're going to play it as an active scout, it helps even if you're on the move, or if you get up to a far spotting position and you sit in a bush. So camo, I would say, is a pretty good idea on this thing. Repairs is a good idea on any tank. But yeah, bonus perks, definitely situational awareness to increase the V range. The gunner, concentration, I guess. Well, no, not concentration. I think you have to be stationary. Deadeye, maybe. But snapshot, definitely. Or brothers in arms on the entire crew, which is a good idea on any tank, which I think I will probably do once I can. Once my skills reach 100%. On the driver, clutch braking, no, this thing turns so fast anyway, but hey, if you want to add clutch braking, put on clutch braking. Off-road driving would be a pretty good idea on this thing. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is, once the repairs reaches 100%, I think I'm going to put off-road driving on this thing, because it's just going to make the handling even better. Engineer, if you want, not massively useful, I don't think. Loader, ammo tuning, maybe, I don't know. Close combat, if you're circling an enemy tank, could come in useful. Safe stowage, always a good idea on anything, but I don't know if I would really put it on the t50-2. Intuition, no. Adrenaline rush, maybe. No, not. Well, it could come in useful, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, field modifications. I have here +2 kilometers to forward top speed, which I would recommend on this tank, especially if you can get the engine power up a different way. I would recommend going with valves turning setup 2. I have -3% to aiming circle size and +3% to reload time, which actually I think Oh, what's happening? Oh. I think I might actually change that. Well, actually, would I? No, I wouldn't. Yeah. No, what's this thing? Aiming mechanism tuning, I would recommend this. And then for your third, I have reinforced spalling protection. Just helps with most things, and you know, because if I go to mobility, if I put the other thing on, you're gonna go 28 backwards, which is incredibly good. But then, you know, all of that's gonna be good. I mean, gonna be worse. So yeah, I would recommend reinforced spalling protection. That's the tank. It is so much fun to play if you set it up like, well, it can be fun to play either way, but for me, it's so much fun to play if I set it up like how I have here. It's a great fun tank. Sad that you can't really get it anymore, I don't think. But if you have it, you should keep it. It's a fun tank, so let's have some games. Alright, we start here at Tier 7 game here on the airfield map, standard battle. And if I'm being honest, I don't really like the new airfield map. I don't. And as you can see, I think that was blind fire by the E25. So I'm just going to sit still. This might be a long video, guys, because this thing is so much fun to play for me. Jackson, but I'm not going to shoot, or this guy will see me. Come on. Oh, okay, now I'm spotting it. Oh, that was a terrible game. Next game. Here's a map that I'm not really comfortable with driving the t50-2. We're on Abbey, it's a standard battle. It's a tier 6 game, which I love. But, the map. In a city, street type map like this, I just don't know what to do. And Abbey's not strictly a city, but on a map like Abbey, I don't know where to go. up here. Oh crap, a Crusader. So, you guys might not be able to tell, but this is a tough environment for me in this tank. Because it's a great tank, in my opinion at least. Some people might not like it, but I do. I am not getting stuck in with however many tank destroyers are over there. Oh crap, SU-100. Oh, and I'm stuck on a building. Move. Well, actually, I was wrong. I am going to jump down. Okay. Is that all there is? If it is, I can deal with them. Unless that happens. Which luckily doesn't cost me. So, deal with him. SU-100. Okay, that Hummel's over there. Okay, I am not. There we go. As you guys can see, it's a fun little tank. You know, I'm having more fun playing this thing than I have lots of other tanks doing a garage review. I'm having way more fun playing this little thing. And our base is under some pressure, so let's head back. And this is more than fast enough to head back. T67, oh crap, back up, back up, back up. we're in some kind of trouble here, so I need to get the heck out of here, and the SU-100 kills me. Alright, next game. But that was a fun game. Alright, we lost that game. By the way, it's a tier 7 game. We're here on Empire's Border. It's a standard battle. Let's see how we do. In this game, I'm going to rush with the 1375. Oh crap. That was a terrible game. Next game. Okay, we're here on Melanovka, standard battle, tier 6 game. Let's see how we do. Should be a good game, I hope. Oh crap, I gotta get out of here. ARL over there. Okay, next game. Third class mastery badge. Not a good game, but yeah, let's have another one. Okay, our final game in the t50-2. It's a tier 8 game here on Sand River. It's a standard battle. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Ooh. I6, okay, let's get the heck out of there. And the I6 kills me. And we are losing 1-0, which is whatever. You will if you... Okay guys, that was a t50-2 tier 6 rewards light tank. It's a good tank. Some bad games, not what I hoped for. I had some better games earlier. Take care, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Take care on the battlefield. Be yourself in real life, as always. Remember to take care of yourself in real life, as always. Yeah, take care, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Happy Father's Day to all the dads, past, present, future, and past, present, and future. Hope you all have a great day, and everyone else. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.